Well, hello there. It is a Thursday, the 16th of February 2023, and this is my second energy report as we move into the energy of White Wizard. I've got so many things that are kind of whizzing around my head that I want to share with you this morning, and just hoping that I'm going to be able to organise my thoughts in a way that will make sense. So this energy is predominantly about magic, hence wizard, and our spiritual beliefs and our perceptions of reality. I think that's the best way to sum it up. And I was kind of thinking to myself this morning how best to describe the feeling that this energy gives to me. And the best that I could come up with was a kind of, if you imagine that if you've ever laid under the stars and you kind of, if you lay there at night looking at all the thousands and millions of stars in the sky, do you ever get this sort of awareness of the sheer vastness of the universe? If you're with me on this, then that is the kind of the best way of describing it. If you're not quite feeling that, it's that kind of realisation. I'm sorry, I've got a bit of background noise. I hope that's not going to disturb the video. That realisation of our own insignificance, of just how small we are when you look at all these stars and you imagine that like each one of those stars is a sun billions of light years away, and there's thousands of them, and you can't begin to comprehend just how massive this universe is. And you start to realise that there's so much out there that we can't possibly know or begin to understand. And that to me is the essence of what White Wizard energy is about. Yeah, okay, so we've got this Big Bang Theory, and scientists have speculated about quite a lot of concepts around creation and how the universe began. It is mostly just speculation, granted, scientifically calculated speculation, but it wasn't that long ago in the history of our planet that people were laughed at for suggesting that the Earth was round. So these kind of scientific theories are only what we're aware of, or the best that we can do with the knowledge that's available to us at this time. Doesn't mean that it's 100% accurate. We might learn something new in the future which gives us a whole new outlook on reality and changes the boundaries or the perception a little bit. So it's this idea of this not really knowing. And every culture, every religion, since time began, or since history began, at least, has speculated and come up with theories about, how, tried to explain our existence on this planet, how it came to be, and to find some sort of sense of meaning or purpose. Okay, you with me so far? Well, I think what I'm getting at really is that the truth is that we don't 100% know. We can only formulate our own beliefs. And so the first invitation, if you like, for this wave spell is to have a look at your own beliefs. What do you believe? What sits well with you? What sort of faith do you have? Do you have any faith in a greater power or force, or anything, something greater than us that is controlling our lives? If you don't, that's okay. It's just about taking that time to have a think about your own personal perception of reality and what spirituality means to you. So that's the first step, is to kind of have a look at your existing beliefs. I've tried to put my notes and my thoughts in, I've tried to put my thoughts into some kind of order, and my paper's blowing all over, but such is life. I'm going to just leave this in and carry on regardless. So the second point, if you like, to work with after we've looked at our existing beliefs, is to then look at how our life, or if our life, is aligned with those beliefs. Not necessarily in what we're doing with our life, but it's about the actions that we take, the words that we speak, the thoughts that we have. Are they aligned with what we truly believe? Because, using myself as an example, I'm quite a spiritual person, and I won't go into my own beliefs, that's not necessarily relevant here, but I have an idea of to me, what it means to be a human being on this planet. However, I'm still human. I still get caught up with the fear, the drama, the media. The actions of others have an impact on my life, and ultimately we're all conditioned from birth by these external influences that take us in one direction, which is not necessarily in alignment with our true nature and our core beliefs. So it's about having a look at these two different angles and seeing if they're in alignment, and if they're not, what can you do to bring them a bit closer together. Again, for me, that I have sort of little practices and rituals, if you like, for want of a better word. I'm not sacrificing anything, it's not that kind of ritual, but I try to take 10 minutes on a morning to meditate and to just clear my mind. I go for a walk regularly, I connect with nature, and these are all little things that I do to try and bring myself back, to let go of those external influences, to come back to nature, to come back to earth, and to come back to what's important to me. So your second invitation, if you like, for this wave spell is to take a look at what you do to stay in alignment with your true self. And I don't think I need to say there's more to that. There's no and there, is there? Yeah, just have a look at, and if you haven't got any of those practices in place, maybe you want to start implementing something. And if you're in my WhatsApp group, I'll chuck out some ideas around the things that you might like to incorporate into your life if you don't already do so. So the third and final thing that I wanted to mention is that the wizard energy is effectively a gatekeeper. It's a good way of looking at this, and if he won't let you pass until you've sorted out your shit. So this misalignment, all these baggage that you're carrying around, these shitty limiting beliefs, the things that are holding you back from being the best version of yourself, you need to sort that out before you can find the peace and the purpose and the joy that we're all meant to have and to feel and experience. When I did my Reiki training, it was a 9-month course, which is quite a long course for Reiki, and we went into a lot of different stuff, not just the Reiki. It was a 9-month course because it was hinged around Mayan astrology, in the same way that this stuff I'm doing with you guys is. And the first 3 months of that course, before we even looked at the astrology or the Reiki, was about looking at ourselves, working with our inner demons, our limiting beliefs, and clearing a lot of that stuff out, because essentially you can't be a vessel and a channel for energy and pass that energy on for somebody else if you've got all this murky shit going on in the meantime. and there's still some of it lingering. I'm far from perfect. I've still got some stuff to sort out, and every time this spin comes round, we have another look at it and we do a bit more cleansing. And that is what I'm going to be doing over the next 2 weeks, because I say this wizard energy is that invitation to clear out all this stuff that is getting in the way. I was going to say something else. What was I going to say? That was it. What I was going to say was, so the shadow side, if you like, of this energy is being able to see all that stuff that is in the way. And that can feel overwhelming. It can make you feel that you're not good enough. It can make you feel it's a bit cynical, or you might feel like a complete lack of faith or a lack of belief. If you feel like that, by all means give me a shout and we'll work through it, because the purpose of these energies is to take that shadow and to transform it and to work with it, and hopefully then by the end of the 13-day period you're heading more towards being able to see the positives and the pureness of the energy and the magic of what this white wizard is about. One last thing to point out, I think I said this is the last thing, but this is the last thing. All the white signs are about gaining clarity. They're about refining and refocusing, and so in that sense, they're kind of like a step forwards from the red sign that precedes it. So if you've been working with the red dragon energy to sort of set yourself some intentions for the 9 months ahead, then it's a really good exercise to go back and look at those intentions through the lens of the white wizard and see if you can work on them a little bit further. So that's another thing to have a look at. So there's a few things there that I've suggested that you might want to have a look at over these next couple of weeks. If you are in my WhatsApp group, I'll be chucking you some extra content within the next week or so. If you're not yet in my WhatsApp group, please drop me a message or comment below and I will send you the details. Basically it's a group for those who want to journey with the calendar in a little bit more detail and get a bit more support and guidance along the way. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and have a great couple of weeks, and I hope to see you again soon.